Bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la Esperanza Pense. Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. Today we're pulling in the energies. Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. Almost Independence Day here. And on Independence Day, July 4th, Uranus and Venus will come together in the sky in the last later degrees here of Taurus. And yeah, that might bring like a little bit of shakeups to your plans. I've had some shakeups to my plans. Holy moly. I went out to the farm today. I will probably drop some of those videos on my other channel. Click this link to check out my other channel. I put music on there sometimes, or gardening stuff or farm stuff. So went out there today. I'll probably show you some of what I saw. And then I got back and determined that like a cat scratch that I got the other day is definitely not doing so hot. So tomorrow I gotta go. So on the day that you're watching this video, because I'm recording it the night before, obviously we're tuning into the energies of July 3rd, but I'd like to say that like I might not put a July 4th video, depending, because I might be getting this wound cleaned out. Whoop whoop. Don't worry, I took a marker and, you know, drew around, and yeah, I cleaned it out as best I could, you know what I mean? Like I kind of like opened it up and cleaned it out. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. That's not the vibe. But anyway, I might be taking the 4th of July off from Quick Hits Tarot. Venus Day might be me, I don't know, doing Venus Uranus things that are shaking up my... Oh, there's a jumper. Here we start. Oh, the Emperor reversed. All right, well, you know, the Emperor upright is a card. This is my proverbial having one's shit together card. This is like having it together, being in control of your empire, having put in the work prior so that you don't have to put in the work now, and just sitting back and watching your investments roll in and watching the people who work for you. You know what I mean? And here, this is a person that might be grasping for control a little bit. This could be a person who's trying to be too controlling. This might be an elder in our lives, like especially a male figure. Like the Emperor is really strong masculine energy. It's fire energy. It's got really strong Aries energy. That's that self-determination. Aries is like a person who can like go out in the world and like cut through the forest with a machete and like carve their own path. But with the Emperor reversed here, we might be like losing control of situations. We might have like elders in our life, or a boss, or somebody who's in a position of control who is exerting that control in kind of like a backwards way. So we got to keep our eyes peeled for this structured control to like dissolve. Maybe it's an invitation to like dissolve our need for control or whatever, because with Uranus and Venus coming together, like who knows, like there could be all kinds of surprises and just like jolts that sort of just like make you have to like pivot and just change your plans a little bit and like do something else. So that could be. All right, well, let's pull. Since we got our jumper, I'll pray. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Okay, thank you. Near past, present tense, near future. Fun. I love doing these. Thanks for being here with me. Near past, King of Swords, present tense, King of Cups, and near future, the Chariot reverse. Well, that's interesting that both of the majors came out reversed, the Chariot and the Emperor. And both of those cards, the Chariot and the Emperor is the flavor, obviously, but it's in the reading, you know? The Emperor and the Chariot are both cards of taking control. The Chariot is a card of taking control towards victory. The Emperor is a card of taking control of. The Emperor has an empire, meaning that he has his money is working for him, people are working for him, um, his plants are reseeding themselves. You know, everything is working for the Emperor. The Chariot, on the other hand, this is control in a different way. This is control of oneself. This is control of the light and dark aspects of oneself. Here, I'll show you upright so they're easier to look at. Because, I mean, the general vibe, upright or reversed, it's still the same vibe. It's just a little bit more nuanced. Just like Mercury is still Mercury, whether it's moving direct or retrograde. But the direction from our perception is, it's just more nuanced when we see that when Mercury is, and Mercury's in shadow right now too, so Mercury will go retrograde. I forget what the exact day is, in the near future. I'm a card reader, don't ask me the tough questions. And I've had a long ass day, I'll tell you what. Yeah, long hours in the sun. I got a little sunburned harvesting today, but that's fine. Um, it's fine. Everything's fine. Uh, but yeah, check my other channel for more stories. This channel is pretty much just tarot. And then I also happened to put up that cat video just because I was talking shit about the cat like 2 videos ago. And like, she just went to go hug my leg, but her hugs are violent. And like, she caught me with her dew claws, both of them. I was thinking about putting a picture up, but it's kind of gnarly. So, well, anyway, with both of these reversed, this Emperor reverse is what we were talking about just like trying to be too controlling and maybe having things slip through our fingers anyway. We kind of have to just be okay with everything not going our way, okay? And then the King of Swords here in the near past, this is great energy. This is Libra, this is Gemini, this is Aquarius energy. This is somebody who is definitely light on their feet. You know, they're able to switch it up if they need to. They're able to change their mindset. You know, they can keep it light and bright. They're relaxed, but they're ready. You know, and they're looking straight at us, right? So we know that they are telling the truth. Even if they're not saying it in a way that we want to hear it, they're telling the truth. So basically, I had a King of Swords in my life, a Libra, basically just like a few hours ago tell me. They like looked at my ankle and they're like, that does not look good. And I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't have time for this. I have other plans. I have other plans. But yeah, but no, this is a person who's just, you know, they tell it how it is and they keep it light and bright and they can have a good sense of humor. King of Swords, anybody with swords energy is air energy. So that's intellect, that's wit, that is cleverness. And then the King of Cups here, this could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person in our lives. This is somebody that's reached a level of maturity to where they're not spilling their cup all over the place, but they are still emotionally available. And they're riding some pretty, you know, choppy waters. You could see like the ship in the background and like the fish jumping out of the water. Like it's, you know, it's not like they're just sitting, like Queen of Cups is sitting right on the shore. So she doesn't even have to like be floating on any type of waves, but he's kind of on the waves, but he's still staying really chill, you know? And he's got his power in his own hands and he's just like, all right, well, I'm just going to ride the waves of this and be in tune. You know, he's dipping his foot into that water. He's staying in tune with what the water is doing. He's staying in tune with what his emotions are telling him. And he's leading from a heart-centered space. So we love to have these characters supporting us in our journey today. And then with the Chariot reverse, like I was saying before, like this is a Cancer card, Cancer zodiac sign. And this is that number 7 energy. Like, it came in pretty strong the other day. The Chariot, we really got into like what the Chariot meant and everything on that other reading, so maybe I'll stick the little thing up here. You can click on that quick hit. But we were talking about how, in order to advance on the path, in order to make forward progress, we have to master ourselves and master our own emotions and bring ourselves to a healthy place, to where things aren't spinning so much. You know, you see these sphinxes are kind of chill, but they can magically, you know, progress when needed. And this character has moved away from, civilized town, from civilization. There's still a little bit of water, in the background. They're still kind of by the river, so they're still in tune with their water. But they can cross over the water if they need to, and they can chart their own path forward with their own personal magic, which is at their fingertips and within their control. With the Chariot reversed, however, like we had it in our reading, this is maybe us, not getting there as fast as we would want to. The Chariot can also have to do with our car. Maybe it's a good time to get the oil changed, fill up the tires, check the brakes and stuff like that. Because with the Chariot reversed, it could just be a really basic message about car maintenance, honestly. So that's what I have for you for the 3rd of July, Thursday. Thank you so much. Bye bye.